Good morning, professionals you trust, the only networking group you need. This morning, I have the pleasure of introducing Leslie McFadden with Real Living Northwest Real Estate. She's answered a couple questions to let us get familiar with her before she dives into her expertise. First question we asked was, what are you gifted at? She responded, I would like to think I'm gifted at calming a potential chaotic situation. Individuals get overwhelmed when they feel there are too many details or if they feel they have a lack of knowledge. I'm able to be a team player, assess a situation, and then plan a calculated plan of attack in most situations. Nicely done. And also, next question, what are you passionate about outside of your business? It may seem ironic, but outside of work, she is passionate about home design. While she fuels her business with this passion at times, she truly enjoys making her home. She wants it to be stylish, welcoming, warm, and completely approachable. There are so many facets from art, fabrics, colors, and feng shui that is ever changing and never boring. Final question is, why or what do you like to do in your spare time when you're alone? She says her guilty pleasure is reality TV. I so enjoy a good train wreck of a show that literally gives me permission to not have to use my brain at all. Massive stress relief. I couldn't agree more with that. Leslie, take it away.
Thank you so much. Let me share my screen here really quick. Can you guys all see that? Perfect. All right, today I'm going to talk on the seller side. As most of you know, I was in design before I was in real estate, but we'll review that really quickly. So I have been in real estate for 17 years. Before that, I did corporate interior design, playing with cubicle layouts and conference rooms and different fabrics and things like that. And before that, I was in logistics in the Army. So between those two jobs, I feel like I have been sufficiently trained to do my job properly. So when I run into a seller who needs design help, I get super excited because I don't always get to play in that field. And so when I do, and the budget is right, I really get excited. So my team structure allows me to have additional time to do those types of things. Because Carol is managing all of the admin and all of the compliance paperwork and kind of the transactional part of it, it not only gives me time to negotiate the best deal for our clients, but it also gives me time to play. So I have some examples today of, this is one of my, I love that he got out of the picture, but I'm going to show you some before and afters that I'm super proud of. And this is actually a house that's about to come on, so it's exciting. So if you take a look at this kitchen, the first thing you see is that horrid wallpaper. It needs to be painted, it needs to be decluttered. And then you notice that the refrigerator is sitting in front of the back door. Why? Doesn't a kitchen get designed to fit a fridge? But no, it's sitting in front of the back door. And it's also super dated. So the next slide shows you the other side of this kitchen. So here we've got the useless soffit from the 1980s, which I hate. It normally has one wire running through it. It's silly. So it always, if I have the opportunity, that's coming down. The appliance garage, love the appliance garage. It reminds me of my grandmother's house. Unfortunately, people aren't looking for those right now. So it's also cluttered. They have a lot, not only are the dishes done, I mean, that was just when I was there, but they have appliances sitting out. It looks like there's a lack of storage, even though there's an appliance garage. There are also these appliances. The only thing in this kitchen that works is the dishwasher. So this person already knows that his wall oven needs to be replaced. His island range needs to be replaced. And a lot of the laminate countertops are actually delaminating. So they're kind of peeling. The backsplash is cracked and the countertops are cracked. So it needs, he called me for a reason, but fortunately, we had the option of maybe sticking with the footprint or not sticking with the footprint, depending on what his budget was. So this is the other side. So this is actually a gluten-free home. So they have two fridges. That's why it's blocking the back door. So they have this tiny little kitchen where they're trying to support two family households. And so it really was showing a lot of clutter. I mean, I could definitely have them clean this all out, but they actually have to live here while I sell their house. So we had a number of different conversations that we were able to work with. You'll also see that the microwave also has no place. It's sitting on a cabinet that this also blocks the door. And that is actually a counter depth fridge. So I'm not sure what builder built this house, but it is blocking that door. And that goes to the family room. It's a used door, like constantly being used. So very cramped and closed off. And now I get to show you the after. Oh no, hold on. I got to show you the dining room that's on the other side of that fridge. This is on the other side of the fridge. That entertainment system or cabinet is behind the microwave. So this is a room that they're not even using as a dining room. Not even using as a dining room. Their dining room is in this huge room I'm about to show you. So this is useless. And this is right when you walk in the door. So you're telling people there is unused space in this house and it doesn't function properly. It does not flow. That's not what we want to tell people. So we had them knock the wall down. So they combined this room with the kitchen to get this. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so good. And they did it for under $20,000. We knocked down a wall. This is another reason that we align ourselves with contractors that we use all the time, because they give us very good deals and they work with us and they work with existing things versus non-existing things. You'll notice one thing we did was took all the cabinetry away from the back window. It brightens it up. It really opens up that sink area. And so we have a very focal point with the new stove and the new hood. And we found a home for the microwave somewhere out of the kitchen space. One of the things that families really don't like right now is that the microwave is above the range. And you have a kid who's trying to microwave something and you have a parent that's trying to cook dinner and it's in the same space and it just doesn't work. So I like to relocate the microwave to a different part of the kitchen and kind of show space. We also added an 8-foot island and took the range out of it. So it just a lot of beautiful things that we were able to do in this space. This is their bathrooms. Very, like we redid our bathrooms in 1990, when the greens and the maroons were a thing. And, you didn't really want storage in your bathroom because you wanted it to be nice and decluttered, but then you end up adding a shelf because you don't have any storage in your bathroom. So just little things like that. So these are the bathrooms that were in this house. We had them painted and we just had them neutralized and some of the flooring fixed. And now they just shine. You see the actual features that you're purchasing versus trying to look past something that someone else did. So this did not cost them any money whatsoever. You'll see the shower is still the same lamination of the little gold fleck, but it looks okay now because it's not competing with other colors within the bathroom. The half bath obviously looks a lot cleaner, but we added a pedestal, and we took away the pedestal sink and we added something with some storage because you do need storage in that bathroom. And you can see it doesn't take up any space and it looks very nice and clean. Okay, so this is a long, narrow room. One part they had set up as a TV area like this. Beautiful window looking to the backyard. And then the other side has French doors and then also a nice big window and then a humongous piano. So it was just one of those rooms that it's hard to visualize how to use it. So they had this set up as their dining room versus the dining room that we took away. There's a lot of space in this house. And so that was another reason I was able to incorporate that dining room into the kitchen because there's other places to put it. I don't really like the dining table when you first walk into a house. I think you should receive your guests and then kind of have some space. And this also has a beautiful fireplace in it that you can't really see and it's hard to picture. So we had them replace their flooring, which they were already doing. They had already purchased it and he was halfway done. And he had rugs laying on it because he just hasn't found the time to get the flooring installed. So because our contractor was already there, they were like, we'll just, install it for you. Very inexpensive. And it looks beautiful and it actually makes sense. We love to take drapes down. A lot of people like to put drapes up just for privacy, but when you're selling a house, you want to show environment. You want to show where these people are going to live and how they're going to live there without any distractions. So of course, someone will probably put drapes up, but it looks better in the pictures without them. The other side of the room looks like this. So I moved the dining room to a space that was a little more quaint and cozy, and it fits perfectly. I also had him remove all sorts of track lighting and broken things out of his ceiling. So you can see that now there's really no distraction. And my photographer really listens to me. Like, I always ask him to fit as many features as he possibly can into a picture without being overwhelming. So to the left, you can see that that's the entrance and it leads to the breakfast area, right? In the center, you can see that that leads to a bathroom. And then you can also see the fireplace. So without having to show all of those things, we really show the function of this room. Okay, one more. Look at that beautiful family room. It is cozy. And you can tell that they spend a lot of time there. Now, this again is a 2-family home. So these guys have moved out now. So I was able to clean it out just a little bit more. But it's also super dated with that track lighting, but that is the only lighting in this room. And rather than do like we did with the front living and dining space that has a lot of natural light, this room does not have a lot of natural light. So we wanted to leave the lighting, but we wanted to update everything else. So we continued the floor through and we painted the bookcases, just painting the bookcases. Look at that. It's just so clean. And now you want to go outside and play on the playground. I mean, it's just like, it just take away the distraction. And these people, you know, still have to live in this space. So I want to leave it functional. They obviously installed a custom hook for the little chair. So I said, we'll just leave it. I mean, people love that. It's whimsy and shows kind of function of the space. And then my photographer adds a fire in the fireplace. It just, you know, it just makes it warm and inviting and you want to go and hang out in here. Plus it shows off the fact that there's this huge window and also another set of double doors. This house has 3 sets of French doors. So we want to show that off. Okay, so with all of that being said, I kind of like to talk about how I come up with pricing for properties. It's not just comparables. There's really not a lot of comparable properties that you're going to find a house that is exactly like this one, especially since we renovated it. So you want to focus on the improvements that they've made and any unique features. And that's another thing that I think about whenever I take photos. I'm really trying to focus on the fact that there are unique features that make this different from any other house. We also do floor plans for each house that we sell. Professional photography, suggesting ways of living, like I just talked about. And aerial photography, showing property is huge. And that's something that people are, you know, looking to purchase. So if we can show the property from the air versus the ground and make it look better, that's what I will do. And then I wanted to show you guys just a video really quick that I normally do for my clients that I'm bringing back.
Hi, my name is Leslie McFadden with Real Living Northwest Realtors, and we are thrilled to introduce you to our new listing in Bothell. This property is located on the perfect lot within the Woodland Meadows subdivision. It's a 1/4 acre in size, has great elevation, a beautiful view of the Olympic Mountains, and a nice flat backyard. One of the things that I love about this house is the design and layout. It really does support an active family home life. Whether you're hanging out in the casual space with friends and family doing homework, or you're entertaining on more of a formal level, there really is beautiful places within the home. As you enter the home, you'll see there's a 2-story grand entry with a staircase leading upstairs to the 4 bedrooms. There's also a second staircase that leads down into the casual family room, which is right off the kitchen that's located in the center of the home. The home was built in 2002 and the kitchen was just recently redone. With high-end stainless steel appliances, sleek gray cabinetry, and beautiful light and bright quartz countertops. There's also a butler's pantry and a walk-in pantry as well. This home is located in a beautiful neighborhood that's walkable to schools and parks. With almost 3,700 square feet, it provides you with 4 bedrooms, a home office, and 4 living spaces, all right here in the heart of Bothell. You would be hard-pressed to find a home that offers more.
I love doing that because it's a way of showing buyers through the house without them meeting you first. And it's a lot more approachable. I feel like I get a lot more sign calls with that being in my promotions. So again, I just kind of wanted to show you the design part of my job. And if you guys have any questions, just let me know. But this is Leslie McFadden with Leslie McFadden Real Estate, your resource in real estate.